matchup on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this well. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. They'll go with the keeper.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run with McCaffrey into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. We're scoreless after 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. They'll fight for the end zone, but they will stop him again. Shy of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, what's the head coach thinking?
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their 25-yard line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And some space here. Cordero Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play. Well, these two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. That caught by Trimble. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Moore, the man in motion. Second and 5. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards on a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Again, Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Mariota. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and goal from the 1. He's got his man, London, right side. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. What he's showing, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota into the hands of London. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They go play action. Mariota. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay, so the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mariota Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play fake, Mariota. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time. Off the play fake, Mariota. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Third down, here's Patterson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. This to make it a 3-score game late. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Patterson to start the drive. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 180 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Yetur Gross Matos there to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta.